Yep. You ready?
Hello everybody and welcome to Esports Ohio. Today we have a match between Worthington, Kilbourne, and National Trail. I'm going to be one of your casters for today. I'm OP Knees.
I'm not sure. That's my
And
name.
we're going to be...
There you go.
That's his name, okay. So sure, you know, Kilbourne actually won state last year. Or last
Yes,
tournament we
they
had.
did.
So
And they ended up going 6-1 in the regular season, and then undefeated throughout the entire playoffs. And I believe that's double elimination.
it is double elimination for the playoffs, yes. It's definitely National
Trail went 1-6. So this is really going to be interesting. I was told Worthington did lose some players though. So
we're gonna be rolling out on the Doomfist here. ZZ might decide to pick. Oh, okay, gonna go Baptiste here. So Kilbourne rolling out on a Doomfist comp. Don't really see Doomfist played very often, but we do see that Juno coming out as well. Gonna be taking a lot of damage here, but this fight's just starting. Oh, and that's a lot of damage onto Reinfark here. We're just going to be able to kite away. That's going to be the first pick on the Dr. Drew, and then Pants is going to get Purple Turtle there as they're going to start winning the mid fight. And more or less, some staggers coming through here, but that's going to be the first fight going to Kilbourne.
And I mean, that's really big. What I'm seeing is Kilbourne is doing a heavy dive comp here. And Natural Trail doesn't really have a big comp going on. There's not a lot of synergy between all of their characters. So
especially with that Lucio. Well, especially with that Lucio Juno, there's not a lot of synergy there with those two. With that Sigma, I don't know if they're poking or if they're brawling, but whatever they're going to do, they're going to have to do it well, and that's going to be a lot of damage going on to that Sigma there, as Pants is going to be hitting so many headshots that is going to force Lip to use his cooldowns and back up. But Pants taking a lot of damage here, going to get healed back up, and now that's going to be a massive punch for Check. We see a rotate around here for the Sigma. What a massive slam! And already has a seismic slam online. That's going to see LP Brown almost going down. He is going to go down, and now with the tank down, Pants is going to get traded out, but Rare Dingo is going to go down. That's going to be Check with a 3K. Absolutely tearing apart National Trail.
Check right there, phenomenal play. Got a triple kill there. I mean, what more can you say? That's a perfect dive from that Doomfist.
Definitely is. I mean, you get a 4-man slam there, builds up to the first ult in the game, just Seismic Slam. You get a pick with Seismic Slam, which you usually don't do, and it's just insane. And we're going to see a swap from National Trail here over to the Cassidy, and that's going to be Orbital Rays traded out here, as we're going to see a lot of damage go through. Kilbourne absolutely shredding the tank. Check as well, falling low, and that's going to be LP Brown falling. Check is going to get another pick on the Rare Dingo. The beat is going to be used and going to be traded out with Pants' High Noon. And Kilbourne, a dominant first round here.
I mean, wow, Natural Trail needs to figure out something for this next map here. This is going to be very difficult for them, coming off of that momentum that Kilbourne just built up.
It definitely will be, but now that they get to see Kilbourne's plan, they can make changes around it. We see that Funky Dragon is going to be going over to this main. So here on Samoa, we saw that first point. That first point is very good for dive. A lot of open space, a lot of places to go. This as well is a great dive map. We're going to see a lot of switches here from National Trail just to see if they can shut down this Doomfist, it seems. We see a Mei, we see an Orisa, and a Sombra.
Honestly, from Natural Trail, I was kind of expecting a more brawl comp to counter that dive, but I mean, it looks like they're going for a counter dive here.
It definitely does look like that. Better. Oh. Rare Dingo is definitely looking to hack this Doomfist. Get the pings out. It's going to get blipped out of Invisible. That's a Suzu already traded out. That Reaper wrecking havoc on the backline. It's going to be a lot of damage. That's going to be a hack on to Check. Check's taking a lot of damage, but it's going to be Dr. Drew. The movement is not quite fast enough to be able to outscape the clutches of Pants, who is absolutely shredding the tank of National Trail, and gets a 3K along with it. Might see Regengo get staggered out here. Oh, the stagger is brutal.
This Lucio's gonna sacrifice himself, baby.
There's no
Not
way!
the smartest.
Check gets a
Not
kill on
the
the
smartest.
Dr. Drew with his tank present. Oh no! He got absolutely deleted and Pants on a rampage!
Natural Trail needs to regroup here. They are staggering way too much and giving away free percentage to Kilbourne.
Pants is just absolutely on a tirade. You put him on an off angle, and he's just absolutely shredding National Trail's backline and front line. Someone has to get a handle on this Cassidy. You're gonna see Pants lurking onto this right side. Here's the Orisa. Here's multiple people. And look, this angle is just too good. Gets down Dr. Drew. That's going to be Lucio. There's no speed boost coming through here. Reinhardt diving in with his team. That's going to be a trade onto Pants here, but I think it's too little too late as LP Brown is going to get sent right back to the spawn door with the rest of National Trail.
And just utter domination here in this first match. There needs to be a big switch up with Natural Trail here if they want to try making something of this.
Well, we do see Junkrat is going to be swapped here. It's Kilbourne on this Doomfist. It has the ult ready. We're going to see an orbital ray as well coming through from Reinhardt. ZZ is going to get a little bit low. Okay, good spear to bait out the punch, but I believe this punch just might be too big. Absolutely elevates, misses all of his cooldowns. Check has to use the ult just to get out, and that's going to be a Suzu to counter it. Pants takes down the Orisa whenever the supports are busy, and that's going to be 3 down on the side of National Trail when this is last fight, and that's going to be an orbital ray just to send it off as Pants is going to get the cleanup on Dr. Drew. I don't think there's anyone going to be touching the point from side of National Trail.
How did Czech stay alive there? That was phenomenal. His healers put in so much heals right there. That was crazy work for them.
I think Czech there was just able to... Let's talk about Pants here. Pants, this play of the game is going to show what he's been doing, definitely this game. Look at him on this off angle, just uncontested, hitting some nice shots, running it down, and it's still going to get like all this damage here. This is basically the win condition for Kilbourne here. Czech's gonna go in and create so much pressure on that backline, and they're just gonna let Pants farm.
Pants absolutely did a phenomenal job landing those shots, landing those headshots, just putting in that damage, shredding the health away. And it's hard to say that, you know, anyone really did bad on Kilbourne. Everyone played their part perfectly. Czech with the big pokes on Doomfist, getting that ult up. And then the 2 healers. Just absolute phenomenal job from Kilbourne. And with Natural Trail, they need to find something to counter that dive as long as Kilbourne goes it again. Because that is deadly so far.
It definitely is absolutely deadly when Czech is able to just be in there uncontested and give all that space to Pants. We see what it's done this first map. So we're going to go into Hybrid next. What National Trail has to try to do here, I see Suzu being forced very early here. If the Kiriko just holds onto that Suzu for that Doomfist dive, we're going to see a lot more survivability from the backline of National Trail. And we're going to see a lot of counterplay there. And definitely going to see this map start turning around. I wonder what hybrid map we're gonna have here. Usually we all know the lovely Eichenwald. Usually we see a King's Row here, but we're gonna go to Eichenwald. So maybe National Trail is cooking up a strategy to hold Kilbourne in choke, or to be able to really just run past the dive on the point here. I really want to see a good brawl from National Trail. I think that's gonna put Kilbourne on their heels, really.
Yeah. Absolutely. They just need, and especially here, because I'm assuming Kilbourne's going to go for defense on Eichenwald. I think National Trail just, no, they're going to go...
Oh, they did swap, yeah. Kilbourne is going to opt to go offense here.
National Trail just needs a dominant front line here to hold off that dive. Everyone needs to stick together and pack together. Because if you separate too much, then that dive is just going to get you. just putting too much damage and focusing in on that person that's alone and isolated.
Yep.
So I would love to see a good brawl comp from National Trail here.
Definitely, and like giving a little bit more support. They tried it a little bit moving over to that Orisa, but the Orisa only had Kiriko and Lucio heals. That's just not enough to sustain an Orisa past her cooldowns. So if they're able to get in and get a little bit better, either a cooldown management from the Orisa, or they're able to put more resources to give to the Orisa, it would definitely be better.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be getting into this here soon.
Yeah, the R's are coming through. Gonna go into Eichenwald. I haven't casted this map in a while. Usually a lot of people aren't very favored to playing on Eichenwald. It's a very special map where the first point is definitely very brawl heavy, but as soon as you go in there, we see teams swap over to the dive as basically instantly. We'll see like people with ults just going straight over to the spawn doors and swapping to, we'll see a Winston or a Diva or even a Doomfist.
We're going to see what National Trail's going to pick here for some defense.
Definitely. This is going to be... What determines this map is this defense right here, this first point, and we see it right here. They're going for a full hold comp here. They have a Sigma for poke. They have a May for the wall. They have a Junkrat to clog up that choke even more. They're not playing around with this choke point. It's going to take a miracle for Kilbourne to really get through here.
And look at that Kilbourne comp. They are just dead set on that dive. I mean, the Sombra, the Doom, they're...
Red Dingo getting a little bit silly here.
I see that.
Oh, goodness.
If he can farm up some good ult charge off Rip here, though, then that's going to be really massive to get ahead on the ult charge.
Especially, but he doesn't. Okay, he is gonna back up. Okay, I was gonna say he doesn't know they have a Sombra, so that was gonna be my main concern. He's gonna get hacked up by that Sombra, but you see, Sigma here is definitely gonna have a little bit of an issue with this Sombra hacking away his shield, and that's gonna be big punch given already. Funky Dragon falling low has to use the cryo already. Let's get a good poke damage coming in through the Suzu already invested, and that's gonna be all the tools from Kilbourne. Actually, not from Kilbourne, from National Trail, going to be invested, and Red Dingo is going to fall to a nice headshot from Confirmed Dead. Check is going to clean up purple here, and now it's just going to be walking on the point. We're going to see a stall from National Trail as all the pieces fall apart.
Wow. I don't know what to say to that. That was such a strong, and that Junkrat poking, but that was such a strong dive.
Oh, gotta pay attention. The Doom is out for blood here, already jumping up to the high ground. The Sombra also here. The aggression here from Kilbourne. They're trying to take this high ground. That punch is massive, sends him right off. We're gonna see Purple Turtle is just gonna go down. The Doomfist once more, he's going in for thirds. He's gonna get a massive punch here, and that's gonna be a blocked off Sigma. A little bit of anti-synergy there from the team, and that's gonna beat him falling down to 1 HP. It's a 1v5, it looks like, where Czech is the dominant player. He gets a little bit of help there from Confirmed Dead, but Czech is just absolutely going to town here.
Czech he's about to get a tactical nuke, man. That was, he just 1v5'd that entire team and came out on top, forcing them to retreat.
Red Dingo does get a kill on Confirmed Dead here. This could shift the momentum a little bit. Czech still wants to get a little bit silly. Doesn't have the ult to bail him out this time. Has to fall back, but that's going to be a hack from the Purple Turtle. Going to be applying a lot of pressure here. Czech does decide to get out, and that's going to be Pants. Still going to be onto this Kiriko. That's going to be a forced Suzu onto the ground. Pants falling low, but no one's going to punish. As now we're going to see ult starting to come online for the side of National Trail. Drew is going to stop that Immortality Field from being up. Check. Falling low. That's going to be Brian Fart using the Orbital Strike. Heal back up. Check. There's going to be the beat traded out. And also a Junkrat Tire. The Junkrat Tire gets two. Pants is going to be able to take down Red Dingo, though. And now it's just such a scrappy fight with 4 ults committed, but it's going to go to the way of National Trail.
Return to me.
That was a phenomenal tire, but unfortunately, it just... Well, no, actually, it did hold him. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong side.
Oh, that's going to be an EMP, a very early EMP. Stop Funky Dragon from using his ult. A Katsune is going to get used, but Funky Dragon and Purple Turtle are going to go down. Check just kills 2. Kills the third one as well. The EMP sets them up like dominoes, and all of National Trail are gonna fall down.
Drew desperately trying to escape.
That's that Doom Tech. Ooh. And almost 5 minutes here for third point on Eichenwald.
National Trail just needs to play defense.
Oh.
They need to play these corners with Brawl. But they're playing up.
Trade of supports there. And that's going to be Czech just going in onto Funky Dragon. He has to play a little bit safer now that he doesn't have all of his supports here. But he's going to go straight onto that Junkrat. Just doing so much damage. Pants coming back down as well. Red Dingo is going to take him down, but that's going to be all the trades going the way of Kilbourne. And that's going to be the tank trying to run away from the support. Kilbourne.
And National Trail there, I did not like how they played that. They need to play those corners a little bit more with that Brawl comp and play a little bit more back. They could not be playing up that far.
There's a freeze. This is a big freeze. Gets at least 2. There's 1 in Immortality, but there's going to be the Cassidy. No one's going to die. That's going to actually be Pan's going to get shredded out as he gets a Purple Turtle. That's going to be Funky Dragon taking down Red Dingo as well. The window is just more powerful than the lift. That's going to be every ult on the side of Kilbourne used, and no one's able to touch the cart.
Well, I mean, here we go. We got National Trail. That's going to be a very tough round to beat, though. I mean, 4 minutes, about 4 minutes on the clock. For Kilbourne, what do I want to see here from this National Trail team?
I was gonna say National Trail. It's just they're not committed to one style of gameplay. We have a Mei with a Sigma, a Junkrat with a Lucio, and a Kiriko there. It's kind of like just mashing a bunch of characters together without a lot of cohesion. So really, I just wanted them to try to stick to one comp and play it well and stack up just a little bit tighter, so Czech doesn't just go and kill 5 by himself.
Well, and I think there's also a bit of a communication issue here. As you saw with that Mei freeze, no one destroyed that ammo barrier, and it just kind of left Mei putting in damage for nothing. So I think we need to see a little bit better communication here, and as you did say, yeah, a lot more solid of a comp, because this comp, I mean, it just doesn't exist. These players just need to work together a little bit better. They're gonna stick with just about the same thing, though.
Gonna be trading a Reaper for that Mei instead now. We're gonna see Pants swapping over to the Hanzo, looking to really shut down this choke. That's gonna be Czech already with a charged up punch. He seems to not be getting punished there for slamming. Immortality Field is going to be used to punch it go down. Drew is going to fall low, but it's going to be Funky Dragon trying to get in there, also falling low. These Hanzo arrows are putting in so much damage. And again, just trading out utility here, as that's going to be a punch. Reinfart falling a little bit low, but Pants is going to take down Purple Turtle. And that's going to be the go button for Czech, as he's now just going to go and start doing insane damage on the LP there. Pants going to get the Elim, but, you know, Czech was doing a lot of damage there. And that's going to be a bunch of staggers coming out on the side of National Trail.
You can see from National Trail, they're really trying to counter Czech. They did end up picking him, but they just need that better target focus. That Junk and that Reaper need to work together to put in that damage to beat that Doomfist out, or at least
and Pants gets another pick. The poke is just too much. They can't get through the choke, and that's going to be Drew going down as well as LP Brown. The Immortality Field is massive to keep up Pants, as he's going to be able to just ignore the Junkrat on this left side. And back to square one for National Trail. Oh, and they're going to stagger out the Junkrat. This is so sad. Oh, not quite, actually. He gets to live another day. I spoke too soon? Okay, check in the sky. Czech is so aggressive with these ults here. That's going to be a very early Immortality Field from ZZ. He's going to get stunned with the rock. That's going to be a beat going through, but that's going to be an orbital ray traded for it. And that's going to be full of National Trail falling so low. That's going to be Purple Turtle going down, but that's going to be a massive tire from Rare Dingo. Going to be able to kill 2. If LP Brown is able to stay alive, he doesn't. That's going to be Kilbourne not giving up on this fight. We're gonna see Check trying to put in some work here, and does! Kills the Junkrat, as now respawns are gonna be coming in, but not for the side of National Trail. We're gonna see more respawns coming in for Kilbourne, as now they're gonna take down Funky Dragon. Now it's just Drew who's gonna go down, and that wasn't even a tick taken.
That is so devastating, and I'm sure they're so demoralized after that. This Sigma needs to get out of there. He's way too overextended.
Trying to take space for his team here. Doesn't quite get it. Still just trying to poke. Trying to use his shield. That's going to be the Doom in the back line. It seems that Sigma is unbothered by the punch he just took to the back of the skull, as now his backline is going to get absolutely eviscerated by Check, even through the array. The Reaper is going to go down. Check trying to do his best impression of just a 1v3. Confirmed dead, stopping him from getting the 3k by himself, as the Sigma has found himself on point without his DPS. Oh, this is so sad. We're gonna see the stagger of a Sigma.
Yeah, this Sigma needs to... he should have died way too long ago.
Oh, the beat is committed! There's no tank here with the beat! It's gonna hit 3, that's gonna be a massive Q from Funky Dragon using that Death Blossom, and now it's gonna be ZZ. He's trying to stop Rare Dingo. It is gonna go through, that's gonna be an orbital ray gonna be used on the side of Kilbourne, as Shek is trying to get more than what he bargained for, but that's gonna be Funky Dragon taking down ZZ. He's trying to get a kill on the Reinhardt, but can't quite land his shots, and now he's gonna go over with his ult to try to get the recontest. He's gonna be on point recontesting, same with Reinhardt, gonna be living here, and that's gonna be the cap for National Trail as they're able to fend off this absolute onslaught of damage.
Absolutely phenomenal effort by National Trail there. They just kept in the game even after that demoralizing loss. And, I mean, Kilbourne, no choice but to retreat. There's going to be another team fight, though, coming up here soon, not giving them too much space to work with.
We do see that the ult advantage is on the... Oh, well, that's unfortunate. That's going to be a window. ZZ just kind of standing still there. I do not know where that window went, but that's going to be a tire on the side of National Trail. LP Brown taking so much damage, looking at all of the enemies here. Tire going all the way around to get confirmed dead, and that's going to be one of the ults on the side of Kilbourne, not going to be able to get used for this fight, but we see National Trail doesn't have a lot of ults to work with. A dragon going to come through, absolutely melting LP Brown.
That's a big entry pick for them, too. I mean, that is the trade of a century, confirmed dead for their tank.
Oh, Purple Turtle. It's going to get absolutely boxed up, and that's going to be a pause coming through. Our fire alarm is going off. Well,
intermission, folks.
Definitely an intermission there. Fire alarm is going off on the side of Kilbourne. We can see that Check was just too much on fire that the whole school had to be stopped. He's burning it down. He's just cooking way too hard on this Doomfist, and it's working. Michelin star quality from the cooking on this Doomfist.
They played phenomenally off that entry Sigma pick with that Hanzo ult. I mean, they pushed up. They knew exactly what to do. They focused Purple Turtle to get that support pick too, the two most important roles in the game. They did a phenomenal job there, just pushing up and trying to just dominate once again, trying to get back on track from that loss of the point.
And this is when we see the comp that National Trail is running for that backline. This Lucio Juno comp, this is why it is so, it underperforms. The reason why is that your Juno just cannot be protected by your Lucio. We've seen on multiple occasions, Check just jumps into the backline and kills Purple Turtle. Absolutely unavailed because there's no one stopping him. What's the Lucio going to do? Boop him? He has a tank passive. 50% less knockback. He doesn't care if he gets right-clicked by a Lucio. He's still going to kill your Juno. So really here, what I would love to see is just if Dr. Drew wanted to go on to something for more healing or more sustain for his backline, it would definitely help this team out a lot.
Well, I would also argue that LP Brown just is not getting the healing he needs as a Sigma. I mean, Sigmas, the reason why he is so meta and has been so strong throughout the entirety of Overwatch is because he's so dominant. And you need to have that dominant mindset when you're playing him. Get aggressive, go in for those picks. But he's just not getting those healings. I mean, he has 9 deaths. So, and he absolutely has been overextending a little bit. So it's not fully on the supports, but I don't think having a Lucio Juno is the best play when you have a Sigma. I mean, Juno is more of a DPS support, and I mean, Lucio just doesn't have that healing output that you need.
I definitely see that. And also with Sigma's like whole game plan when you're playing him is to basically just shoot the bad guys. It's the whole Sigma's plan. If he's able to hit 2 orbs on someone, that's his whole goal. He wants to be in that range. So you have to try to build around your tank here. And what I'm seeing LP Brown. He wants to play the Sigma. He's shooting the bad guys as you should. But I look at the rest of his team. His team's goal aren't just to play back and shoot. We see on the side also swapping a different support if you wanted to. Iliari is really good with a Sigma because a Sigma can protect you as you peek out and do this damage as an Ilari. So you kind of trade healing for just more damage. And again, the bad guys can't do damage if there are no bad guys. Yeah. So if they all just swap to do insane damage from afar, an Ashe, a Hanzo, a Sojourn, and, just swap that around a little bit, play more with the Sigma, lean into it more, then we're definitely going to see a lot better results here. We see this on the side of Kilbourne here, on this Baptiste, this Hanzo, and Cassidy. Granted, they're not going to dive with the Doomfist, but what they're doing, they're taking these off angles that are going to be freed up from the Doomfist enting as he does, on purpose, and be able to absolutely shred the offense just to smithereens because they can't watch every angle. They're looking at a Doomfist in front of them, supports on high ground. There's a Cassidy wrapping behind me, and now there's going to be a Hanzo on the left. It's impossible to watch all those angles at once. So that's how they're using their comp to their advantage. I just want to see National Trail really come up with that game plan and utilize it. I just see 5 individuals right now instead of a whole team. Alrighty, so everyone, we're going to take a small intermission because this break is lasting a little bit longer than we thought it was going to. So until then, we'll be right back. And we're back straight into the action because we don't want you waiting any longer. So we're going to see Rare Dingo already had that mine queued up, was waiting there, sitting on the trigger, but that's going to be checking pants, making sure that that Dead Baptiste is not going to mean anything. And that's going to be LP Brown having to try to leave, but with such little HP, he's just going to get staggered out. And now we're going to see National Trail back to the drawing board of how to attack.
They got 1 minute left, so they got to figure something out quick and fast, or this is going to be over.
So Dr. Drew playing with fire there. That's a good TP, but that's going to get stopped immediately. Rare Dingo swapping over to the Hanzo a little bit late. That's going to be Funky Dragon getting taken down. Same with Dr. Drew and Purple Turtle. And that's going to be back to the drawing board for National Trail. We're going to see a Reinhardt come through here. Kilbourne looking, we're going to see Check looking a little bit devious here, trying to just do as much damage as possible. This Reinhardt goes down in the middle of his team, and Dr. Drew is going to go down as well. There's going to be an ult from Funky Dragon, but Check just going to kill more. There's only 10 seconds left here, and it's just Purple Turtle on the cart. Will National Trail even get a touch?
Lucio looks like it.
Oh, he's going to go down, and they're going to try to touch, and that's going to be no one on the side of National Trail able to touch, and that's going to be Kilbourne leading the series 2-0.
And this is going to be match point coming up here.
It will. Kitty. Let me see. Look at this Doomfist here. Just, yep, that's after he just killed the Reinhardt, taking down Dr. Drew as well, and the ultimate, and then staggering out the Juno. This is gonna be hard for National Trail to really come back here. They were able to cap first point really good against that really heavy poke comp that Kilbourne were running, but now it's going to be going over to Flashpoint, I'm pretty sure. And this is going to be a map decided by tempo of who can play the fastest.
Push Flashpoint or Clash pick. I didn't even think Clash would be in here, to be honest.
It's a little bit different. Well, yeah, Clash is in
casting for Clash.
This is true. Clash, if they choose Clash is a blistering fast game mode. They want Throne of Anubis. They want Clash.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first Clash map ever to be casted here on Esports Ohio. This is going to be kind of insane.
So what we need to see from National Trail is one of two things. LP Brown, he needs to either switch up what tank he's going, or his healers need to switch up who they're going in accordance with him.
I do agree, and especially on Throne of Anubis, I don't think Sigma works on this map. I think LP Brown might have just counterpicked himself with this map, with the map pick for National Trail, because Temple of Anubis is a fast-paced map. You need to get on the point, win the team fight, cap onto the next. All within basically one team fight, and if you're not going at that speed, the other team is. And we've seen Kilbourne, they're pushing the tempo every single fight, where you see Check jumping the backline before they're even out of choke. So we're gonna see Check is gonna be a little harder on the Doomfist here because of how the map is set out, but Kilbourne might just run away with this map.
Yeah, I mean, look, Brown, the Sigma's not working, right? Whether you want to say that's a Sigma issue or you want to say that's a healer issue. You know, it could go either way. But if you are the tank in this position, you are the centerpiece of the team. You either need to switch around to try to figure something out, maybe counterpick Check, or you need to tell your healers, hey, I'm not getting the healing I need. I can't make a space. You know, you gotta be that leader and make those calls. So I really am expecting Brown here to switch it up. Maybe a Reinhardt on this fast-paced kind of map, something like that. You saw the Reinhardt come out at the end, but it was a little bit too late. I mean, you didn't even have a team fight left. So,
I mean, honestly,
I would want to see a switch around of some sort.
I would love to see that Reinhardt, just like you said, that Reinhardt or even that Orisa that we saw on Samoa. We swapped to those types of characters. The Drunkard and Reaper just seem to fit a lot better and slotted with that character, especially with that Lucio. Maybe you able to get Purple Turtle onto that Baptiste. And now you're just running a full Brawl comp. And honestly, I believe if you start running it down onto Kilbourne's backline, we see ZZ kind of out of position every once in a while. But if they are there, we're going to see Sniper Cross. A little bit of a swap here. Sniper Cross is going to be in for Purple Turtle. Might see a different difference than just a Juno being played here. But yes, Kilbourne, their backline seems to be out of position a lot and are kind of getting bailed out by Czech just making so much space. But here we go. We're going in to Temple of Anubis.
I also do like the sub here because it's not necessarily blaming anyone, but it is switching something up. It's more of a desperate measure. Looking at it as a coaching standpoint, you're not telling the player, hey, you know, like you can't think of it like, hey, you're doing bad, you need to come out. Because honestly, Purple Turtle was doing his job for the most part. So, but it's a switch, and that's what they need. So I really like the sub here.
I do like it too. Getting to see what comps are going to run out on here. I look at that LP Brown on that Reinhardt. This is what I like to see. This Reinhardt comp. This is going to be such a better look for National Trail here. You're going to see a lot better. Kiriko's okay. You can see a lot better results here on this Reinhardt, I think, because that shield is going to get so much space for the team, as well as now Reinhardt and ZZ have something to really like make them watch out for. And we're going to get right into it. Let's see how these teams fare off on Throne of Anubis.
I like this especially because it looks like Natural Trail's running more of a rush comp, which is phenomenal and perfect for this map.
Definitely we're going to see Reinhardt taking a... Reinhardt just going to go here, try to close again. Check already gets a kill on the Rare Dingo. Rare Dingo's going to go down. Immortality is going to be used by ZZ, though. And look at Pants. He's farming up here. No one's contesting him. Able to get some free kill. Gets another kill on the Sniper Cross, who's going to be finishing off LP Brown. A little bit slow on the commitment here from National Trail. They kind of just sat in the middle of a point and let Kilbourne take space.
Getting those headshots, wow. Pants does not need a name trainer. He is on it.
Definitely, we're going to see him take this high ground, best ground. Actually going to opt to go on the floor here, and that's going to be Sniper taken out by Pants, hitting some zany shots here. Being able to get the flashbang onto Funky Dragon and lift Brown. That's going to go immediately down, and Pants is just farming here as the rest of Kilbourne are going to take him down.
And man, that was just fast and done. Kilbourne here needs to regroup. They need to play together. They need to play behind that Reinhardt. They are way too separated going against this dive comp.
Oh, immediately gives him Charged Punch. This is going to be brutal. Watch it here. Charged Punch on Diana, absolutely destroying her. Puts her out of commission. The grandma's now back to bed. And that's going to be Kilbourne running away. That objective doesn't even unlock until 10 more seconds, and they already won a team fight. Drew desperately trying to stop them from doing anything, but is going to get taken down.
They do get a team fight here, though. But they're staggered.
Oh, Reinhardt coming in here. Going to be taking a lot of damage here, but that's going to be basically no ults online for the side of National Trail, and that's going to be a kill on the Dr. Drew. That's going to be them trading out ZZ here. That's going to be Rare Dingo getting a kill with that Sojourn, trying to get some more. Pants falling dangerously low, but it's going to be able to get back to safety. Now they're going to be doing some damage onto that Ana. Doesn't quite do enough. That's going to be such an impactful flashbang here. Ana nade going to be used to try to heal up the Reinhardt, but that's going to be Pants getting a kill on the Sniper Cross, and LP Brown. Pants with a 3K, getting even more than what he bargained for.
This is almost impossible to win here for National Trail. They do get a touchdown.
Only one more tick to go, and that's gonna be, yeah, that's Czech gets 2, and LP Brown gets a 3rd. It gets down, and that's gonna be map 3 with blazing speeds is gonna get full capped by Kilbourne. blink and you'll miss it. GG's all around. Kilbourne showing why they were the state champs last year.
Trying to get that 2-time. I mean, wow. Pants absolutely deserved here.
All right, Pants. Yeah, absolutely just gunning it down on a caught out of position for just a moment and gets punished for it. Pants just kind of ate that round. I'm not gonna lie. He was just in the right spot at the right time, hitting the right shots. And yeah, that's gonna be the first match on Esports Ohio being streamed here versus National Trail and Kilbourne. What are our ending thoughts here?
So Kilbourne absolutely looked phenomenal. I mean, like you said, you can tell why they were the state champs. Even though they did lose some people over the summer graduating or, whatever, they still look so dominant. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the playoffs once again this year, just from that performance alone. As for Natural Trail, there's a lot of improvements that could be made. I mean, you need to look at the communication aspect, and composition is a really big one. So you just need to look at those things and try your best to improve on that for next week so you can come out with a win.
Definitely. And we're going to see these teams again eventually. Kilbourne, this is only the first game of so many to come. So I would like thank you everyone for tuning in to Esports Ohio. I'm Opini, one of your casters that you heard today. And
I'm not sure. And good night, everyone.